All right. So let's go over some of the basic system and hardware requirements. You need to make sure that you all have high-speed internet. Also very important is you guys need to be running the virtual call center on Google Chrome. Also, as you see there on the PowerPoint, it shows the recommended headset required for the virtual call center. That is the best one. It's also we've seen that that's also one of the cheapest ones. If you guys cannot find this on Tiger Direct, for example, you can also buy Logitech. It's worked perfectly fine with some of our agents here. The main important thing is that it has to be USB. We've received a lot of issues in the past, and it's because agents are not using headsets that are not USB. It's very important that it is USB. Also, as a tip, we've seen that some of our agents down here in Florida have been using a Microsoft brand headset. That one's been giving technical issues with every single person that has acquired it. We recommend that you don't buy the Microsoft one. When you guys receive your user and ID password, your user ID and your password, we're also going to send that following link that you see right now currently on this slide. That's basically your login page. Once you have it there, another tip is to bookmark it on Google Chrome. That way, when you logged in, you're completely ready. You don't have to open up your emails to access the Nexinteractive login site. You don't have to copy this information down. We will be providing you this through email, okay? Erica asked that she doesn't know how to open the call center. Basically, you can't open the call center until we provide you with the user ID, your password, and the link. We're currently working on that. We're working for the California agents, and we're also working for the Texas agents right now. So we're trying to send out all the passwords by the end of this week or very soon. All right. This is going to be the home page. This is where once you log in, this is the first thing you're going to see. All you have to worry about is like there, as it says, agent. It's highlighted in yellow or circled in yellow. After that, you proceed to this following screen. As long as it's blue, it means it's active and it's working. All you have to do is just press continue. There may be a sub option that says NEX test. Don't worry about that. Just click on the one that's default first and continue. This is going to be the main screen. This is where you're going to be doing most of your work. Also, if you guys need me to enhance the photo to make it larger, please let me know. I can always do that. All right, I'll make it larger. Now this is the following step. This is basically how to get everything to function correctly and how to start off. You're going to go to the extension properties. I'm going to show you right now where it is. It's right over here. It's all the way in the bottom left, I'm sorry. Enhance the page so I can show you guys. Just give me one quick second. It's right there under connection extension. So you're going to press first on extension properties. Once you click on that, this will come out. Verify that it's on VoIP. This is for your headset. It needs to be a VoIP headset. As long as you buy, like I said, the recommended USB one, you should be fine. What you need to click here is use web phone. And this is also a very important task. If you do not click on use web phone, you will be having technical issues. Is that fine? Is that large enough? Use web phone. Make sure it's clicked. Once you click it, every time you log in, it should be fine. But if you're having some issues hearing somebody, just go back and always verify that it's on use web phone, okay? After that, you're going to go to, you press done, and you're going to go to connect extension. It's going to be right on top of where we just were, extension properties. I'm going to enlarge it so you guys can see. So it's basically down here, like I said, bottom left. We were here first, extension properties, and now we're moving on to connect extension. Charles asked, do we need to take notes or will this information be sent to us? That is actually a good question, and yes, correct. This PowerPoint presentation, once we send you, we're basically sending you a package. It's a packaged email. We're sending you the user, the password. We're also sending you a schedule for our radio and TV advertisement, and within the email as well, we will be providing you the PowerPoint presentation as well. That way, if you know you have some issues, you can just follow up with a PowerPoint and go step by step. It usually takes the agent about 1 minute to study it, and after that, it's very basic. It's very easy to use. Um, you cannot watch this later. I think we are recording it, so yes, we're going to provide a link. But like I said, when you once receive your package email with your user and password, we will provide this PowerPoint. You'll always be able to go back to it in case you have some questions or you're worried, and just follow the steps. Um, I think Elizabeth asked when will this be emailed. We are currently working very hard on getting your users and IDs, okay? We started working on it yesterday, and hopefully by today or by the end of this week, we will be providing all of you with your users and passwords, okay? All right. So basically, the next step was to connect extension. It's right over here. Now, this is another important process. When you press connect extension, which is all the way like the step we just completed, a pop-up is going to come up from Google Chrome. It's going to say, use your microphone. It's asking you permission. It is very important that you press allow. If you accidentally forget to press allow, you will definitely be having issues with your headset. You won't be hearing the calls or incoming. So give it access. That way it can recognize that you're using the microphone. From this point on, you are now ready to start receiving incoming calls. What you want to do is go to the bottom here. It's right in the middle. This part will turn blue and it will say start calling. We will give you one user ID and one password. You can only use that on one PC at a time. You cannot be logged in with the same user ID and password on another computer. The system will not work. You will most likely end up not receiving any calls whatsoever. Will, if those 4 employees you speak of are agents, you can always call us and we can see if we can provide them access as well to the virtual call center. If they're not licensed, we are not allowed to give them that information. Okay, so basically after you click on start calling, a blue telephone's gonna pop up and it's gonna show you that it's working. I'll show it to you on the next slide right now. You'll see the blue telephone with the blue circles around it. This means that calls are incoming. Another important aspect is that Nexinteractive does not have a ringing feature. So while you are using their interface, it's required that you just pay attention to the screen. If you get distracted for a second and a call comes inside, there is no ringing mechanism. The client will be on the phone waiting for someone to respond, and if you're not looking at the screen where it shows that where the number is calling from, either that call will be transferred or the client will hang up. So it's very crucial that when you're using the virtual call center interface, that you pay attention closely to the screen at all times. You'll know you receive a call because a number will pop out. It's gonna have blank information, and then the number is gonna be filled in. So I'll show you the next slide right now. This is exactly what's gonna pop out. I'm gonna minimize it so everybody can get an idea of it, and I'm gonna maximize the picture again, enlarge it. So this is what happens when you get a call. You're gonna see their number. Now it's recommended that you type in all the information in here. I get this question a lot. Agents always ask, can I also write down the information? Yes, you're allowed to, but it's very, very important that you finish the process here and you continue with the position here. And I will explain that further. When you're talking to the client, you can also open on healthcare.gov right here, and you can get the quotes. Now, when you get something like this, it's a pink form. This is called a hot lead. This is basically for the campaign. You receive a hot lead, and it's from the campaign above. You can see it on top here where I'm pointing with the hand, the cursor. A hot lead is basically that a call center has received the client's details. They have all the information, and basically they're calling you. They're going to transfer you the client, and it's ready to sell. It has all the information, and all you have to do is just sell to the client. So this is what we call a warm transfer. If you guys have any questions, let me know, please. Like I said in the previous slide, there's a tab here where you can click. It's a link, basically takes you directly to the healthcare.gov. Shows you here, it takes you here. And you can register your client. Now this is another important feature. Once you are done, you have finalized with your client, you need to click on final. It will take you to a deposition. You need to verify if you had a sale. It was not interested. Call back. Do not call. it was an answering machine or hung up. The reason this is very important is because we will be analyzing this data, and we have a lot of agents, like I said earlier, that you could write the information down of you can write your client's information down, but it's very important that you finalize it as well using the virtual call center interface. And the reason why is because when we see that data, if you finalized it physically, just writing down the information and calling the agents, but you didn't finalize it using the virtual call center, we won't receive that you finalized it. We will receive that you didn't sell that. And if we see no sales, basically you will receive less leads once we start analyzing the data. So it's very important that you finalize and commit a deposition on all your sales. You guys have any questions over this? All right, moving along. Once you're done with this position, if you wish to log off, you're just going to click on stop calling. A small prompt is going to come out asking you if you're taking a break, you're going to go idle, or if you just simply want to sign out or log off. It will show it just as it's shown right now on my screen. Yes, healthcare.gov will come up for all the states. If the hot lead is already an ACA plan, they're most likely calling for a renewal. They want a renewal, or they perhaps want to, see from other companies what if there's a better option, a more economic option. Correct. If you are, yes. When you're receiving these calls, these are people that are interested in getting insurance. Yes, correct. I will be providing you with my personal info at the end. We're actually almost done. I will be providing you with my info. That way, if you guys have any questions about the virtual call center, you can always contact me. I'll provide you the email. Oh, you asked, do we get our own phone number? No, what basically is that you log into the system. For example, let's say I'm a client and you are a sales agent. You're logged into the virtual call center. I'm driving to work early in the morning. I'm listening to the radio and I hear an advertisement that is sent out by our office. Provided by our office. I'm interested. I call that phone number. That phone number is then dialed out into a dialer, and whoever's online receives that call. It could be you or another agent or a call center. Our basic startup is around 3 to 4 leads a day. Once we start analyzing the data, if we see that your production has increased, if you have finalized more sales, we will increase your lead distribution. Like I said earlier, we are starting to work on the whole California and Texas right now. As of this week, we are only advertising in Florida and in Texas. And the main reason is we have not gotten to distributing the users and the passwords for the California agents and the Texas agents. The question for that was, when are they going to start generating leads for California? And I responded that until we have all of your, basically you guys, all the California agents with their user ID and passwords, then we will start TV and radio advertisement in the state of California. Will, if you can emphasize on that question, how are you coding this to our MPN? If you can clarify that question. No, it's not whoever picks up first. It dials out, and whoever it basically is a system. It recognizes who's online, and then the call is generated randomly to an agent. Yes, you will be given. Someone asked, will we receive specific times for us to log in? Yes, as I said earlier, in the email that contains your user and password will be this PowerPoint presentation as well as schedule. In that schedule, it will tell you what times it's recommended that you log in. During these times is when we are releasing TV and radio advertisement. Just so I can give you guys a slight idea about it, it's most of the time it's between early morning, rush hour, when most people are going to work, and also at afternoon rush hour, around 5 o'clock. We also do some TV late at night, so you'll see on our schedule, for example, from 6 to 9, get online. We're most likely doing radio, and we're most likely doing TV as well at that time. Someone asked, does the interface take you to covered CA, so cover California? The interface only gives you the option to open up healthcare.gov. If you need to use covered KA or another platform from another carrier, it's fine if you open up another tab, so another browser. You can do it on another page. It's fine. Someone asked, we are licensed in Texas and Florida, but we are based in Texas. Can we get leads for both? Yes, what happens there is that we get updates from each carrier to see where the agents are licensed. And once we get an update, it automatically updates our database. So basically it starts generating, once we get the update, you'll start receiving the leads from the states you're also licensed in. But it's not until we get the update from each carrier where you're licensed in and which states you are that you will receive the leads from those states. Do we have to be online to get the leads? Yes, you need to be online to get the leads. In real time, yes, correct. Someone asked, do you have access to the lowest prices or to any particular plan in the area we are in? I'm not in charge of that department. You can always call one of our agent reps or someone in charge of contracting, for example, and they will be able to answer that question. But I could tell you, in California and Texas, Molina is going to be the most competitive carrier. Oh, Will, I understand your question. He emphasized if the client info is sent over, we already have taken them to healthcare.gov, then I understand because we input our NPN directly on healthcare.gov. You're allowed to use other platforms. You don't have to use just healthcare.gov. You're allowed to use the carrier's platforms as well. Someone asked, once we get our limit, do we log off? The limitation for most agents is 3 to 4. Sometimes traffic is very slow. If you've seen that you've gotten 3 calls and for like the following 30 or 20 minutes you have not received anything, we do recommend you log off because most likely the traffic has slowed down significantly and you won't be receiving any more calls. Someone asked, I do not speak Spanish. Will I get leads? Yes, we send you all a questionnaire, and in the questionnaire, there's a question that asks whether you speak Spanish, English, or just one, or both. The purpose of that questionnaire was for us to set you up an account where if you speak Spanish only, you will receive Spanish leads. If you speak English only, you will receive English leads. And if you are bilingual, you will receive both. We we ha we have not discussed that with someone asked when will they wrote it wrong, but I'll say it. They asked when will the commercials in California, TV commercials, start off in, when will they start off? Basically, we're discussing that with our marketing director. We're in the talks already because, as I said, we're trying to pass out all the users and passwords. So once all the agents from California have that, we're already in the plans. And then once we see that verify that almost all the agents have their users and passwords, we will begin the campaign for TV and radio. Yes, you will have access to the best plans in that area. Someone asked, how do you get the user name and password to have access to the virtual call center? As I said earlier, we sent out a questionnaire. It was very important and crucial you guys filled up all the information. This way we can analyze the data, confirm your appointments, and once we see everything is correct, we do send out the users and passwords. It will be a packaged email that will contain this PowerPoint, your user, your password. It will also contain a schedule for the TV and radio. And like I said earlier as well, this week is only Texas and Florida that we're producing TV and radio advertisement. If you are, for example, a California agent and you are licensed in Texas and Florida, you will be able to receive those. So once you get your user and password, you will actually be able to log in and get the Texas and Florida. But if you are only licensed in California, you most likely will not be able to receive calls until we set up the campaigns in California. Someone asked, to accept payments, do we have to log into the carrier website to take payments after choosing a plan? Like I said earlier, I'm not in charge of that department. You'll have to call our office and contact one of our agent reps. Any of them will freely discuss that question with you and explain everything you have to do. I know there's a lot of you have questions over the completing your applications and involving the carriers. Like I said earlier, I'm not in charge of that department. Just feel free to call any of our agent reps and they will happily answer that question. You can also contact the agent rep, like I said, and they will let you know which carriers are in your states currently, which is the ones you have access to. Someone asked if the Texas user ID and password has been sent out. No, we are currently working in parallel with California and Texas. So we're working on them together. We will be sending out both of those around the same time. We're trying to finish that by today. If not, we will have it ready by the end of the week. Someone asked, can we set up calls to be in Spanish if a customer asks for that language? Yes, like I said earlier, we sent out a questionnaire. It asks you basic information about yourself, and one of the questions is the languages you speak. Whichever language you speak is the leads that you will be receiving. So if you pick Spanish, for example, you will be receiving leads in Spanish, Spanish-speaking clients. Yes, can an assistant not licensed help with this process? Yes, that is correct. An assistant can help you with this process. However, everything must be sold under you. I would say to be careful of that, but yes, an assistant can definitely help you with this process as long as everything is sold under your license. Someone asked, what are the hours of operations for agent reps? They come in from 9 to 5, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and that is Eastern time. We are in Florida. I'm getting the number that so you guys can call for the agent reps. Just give me 1 second, guys. Another question that was asked, are there other leads that will be sent to our email? Online is the only way we can get leads. Yes, we are providing you with a virtual call center. We are providing you with leads, but that is just a portion of the task. We also, the agents also have to go on their way and also have to do their own advertisement as well. Basically, the point of the virtual call center and the free leads that we're providing you is a boost. Another question was, I don't remember selecting a preferred language for calls. You most likely did not receive the questionnaire. At the end of the seminar, I will be providing my personal info and my email. If you wish to, you can always send me an email with your agent, your MPN number, and then verify with me which language you prefer, which is your preference. One of our main agent reps number is 305. I'll repeat that right now. Her name is Adriana Alfonso. She's one of our main agent reps here. Her number is 305 384 7286. I'll repeat, 305 384 7286. Her email is A as in Ashley, Alfonso spelled ALFONSO at hfifl.com. It's Alfonso at hfifl.com. Yes, someone asked about the different webinar that provides you with information how to navigate a client. That's called a portal training seminar. Adriana, the one I just gave you, is the one that holds that training seminar. You can always go to our website, Health Family Insurance. There's a calendar we provide you with. Click on the calendar. It shows you the list of the training seminars we hold. It shows the time and it shows the registration link. A lot of quick people were asking earlier if I lost audio. The reason why is because I was muting it. For the question concerning the CVS in the Houston seminar, you will have to contact our agent rep as well. I am in charge of the virtual call center. If you have any questions for the virtual call center, any technical issues, you can always contact me. Anything that's virtual call center related, I can answer those questions. Someone asked, when the calls come in, what do we say? We were discussing here at the office if we should provide the agents with a script. We're still in discussion over that, but pretty much for the meantime, when you pick up a client, just introduce yourself, let them know you're your agent, and from there you just continue on in a regular selling atmosphere. Someone asked, can we add another language later? Yes, but so far we are only providing English and Spanish. Someone said that they were receiving, they were told that they will receive leads from Molina themselves. You'll most likely have to contact the Molina representative, or once again, you can contact one of our agent reps. For the training seminars, someone's asked me to repeat it. Basically, you can always go to our healthfamilyinsurance.com. We have a calendar there, and in that calendar, there's a bunch of training seminars. You click on the date, it will tell you the basic information about whether it's a platform training or a virtual call center like this one, and you can register there. All right, I'm going to finish up the last couple of slides, and we're going to end soon. I'm going to give you my personal information, and if you guys have still questions, you can always contact me through there. I'm also going to give you my number. So basically, after you're done stop calling here, it's going to ask you to log off, to sign off. It'll come out with this prompt, as you can see here. It says, are you taking a break, going to lunch, going to a meeting? If you click the top three, the system will put you on idle. If you click the last one, which says signing out, the system will completely log you off. One of the questions I get a lot, if, for example, if you're taking a break, going to lunch, going to a meeting, how long can you be away from your computer? As long as you want. As long as your computer doesn't shut down. If your computer has settings where it goes to sleep, then it will log you off accordingly. But the system will wait there until you get back. Now I'm going to provide everybody here with my information. So if you can grab a pen and paper, please, so you can write it down. Someone asked, what do we do when we're not taking calls? Basically, like I said earlier, you need to be focused on the screen. If you see, for example, you haven't received calls for a while, it's fine that you log off. But we recommend that you always be looking at the screen. There is no ringing function. So basically, when a client comes interested, they'll be waiting for you on the line. They won't say hello. You're the one that's supposed to introduce yourself first. And we've noticed a lot, if you don't recognize they're there, they either hang up or the call gets transferred to another agent. So yes, that's actually a very important question. Now I'm going to provide my info. My name is Christopher, or Chris, C-H-R-I-S, Perez, P-E-R-E-Z. The number you can contact me at is 305-384-7333. That's 305-384-7333. Now the best way to get in contact with me is via email. I always look at my emails. If you have any questions, I can always answer your emails back quickly. My email for anything that's virtual call center related, if you're having technical issues, if something's going wrong, if something's not working, email me at V as in Victor, C as in Chris, C again as in Chris again. So VCC, Virtual Call Center, at hfifl.com. That's VCC at hfifl.com. My other email is C as in Christopher, then it's my last name, Perez, so C Perez, P-E-R-E-Z, at hfifl.com. I'll repeat, it's C Perez at hfifl.com. Thank you guys very much for attending the training seminar. If you have any questions, always feel free to call us, email me, or call me as well. We're here to help you. We know some of you are new agents, and we want to get you ready. We want to make sure everyone's ready, that you guys are ready to go. So always feel free to contact us. All right? You guys have a good day, okay? Thank you. Take care. Bye. Thank you very much.